I want to get into the NBA first. I want to just jump because I'm still trying to process and figure out what's going on. I remember last year, uh, they was talking about Terry Rozier last year, right? So that's what I want to jump into. Let's jump into the NBA. That's right. That's right. That's right. The NBA, man. Okay, okay. Like I said, man, this one kind of hit a little deep because it's the NBA. I played a little ball in my time. Played a little ball in my time. There's some trophies around here somewhere and medals and stuff. I played in, you know what I'm saying? Played in the Navy, played high school, all of that good stuff. Um, but the alphabet boys, the FBI, then we get the alphabet on the other side, the NBA. Like these are a whole bunch of letters that shouldn't be crossing with each other, right? The FBI and the NBA. Betting scandals. This is crazy, man. Crazy. Um, it's like Space Jam 3, the crime league or something like that that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy LeBron, his name came up too. I don't know how far that's gonna go. He hasn't been implicated or something, but his name came up too. Just throwing that out there, man. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, man. So it's crazy. I want to get into it. Let's start it off. Like I said, we're gonna start it off. Start it off. Let's start it off right quick. So today, this has come from CNN Sports, man. CNN Sports. JD Informant, what up? What up? What up? Yeah, I saw that, man. The Michael B. Jordan situation. I saw that. I saw that. I might talk about that a little later. I might talk about that a little later. But yeah, let's get into this, man. News on the NBA gambling and sports rigging indictments. They've been indicted, man. Indicted. Um, is this the right article? Oh, this is the whole breakdown. Let's go from the top then. That's what I did. This is dope. This is going from the top. Let's get all the way to the bottom. Start from the jump with it. From the jump with it. I ain't know they had like a rolling. How far back we go? All right, we're doing this. Let's start from right here. NBA stars arrested in federal gambling probe. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier and head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, Chauncey Billups, have been arrested in connection with sports betting investigation. Law enforcement officials tell CNN Sports a third former NBA player, Damon Jones, has also been charged in the investigation. CNN Sports has reached out to Rozier's lawyer, the Heat, the Trailblazers, and NBA for comment. Rozier, who is in his 10th season in the NBA, is charged in a scheme where he allegedly rigged games in connection with sports bettors. Official says the 30-year-old allegedly shared information about rosters for games and who would be on the bench with bettors. An official said he also faked an injury 9 minutes into one game to benefit the betting ring. Like I said last year, it was a video. I'm gonna see if I can find this video floating around of Terry Rozier. Um, they were kind of making fun of it. It was floating around. I think either on Instagram or YouTube. Um, let me see if I can find that. Let's see all his little questionable plays. But it's crazy though, man. It's crazy that it's coming back. It's crazy that it came back. You say me NBA memes reposted it on IG? Let me go check. Let me go see. Say NBA memes did it. Yeah, this I think this is it. This the video. Yeah, let's run. Let me this is crazy. Let me share this real quick. So, like I said, Terry Rozier, man. Let me make that bigger. This is Terry Rozier right here.
Still going. Oh, Rozier turned it over again. Having a tough night. And Rozier off the DHO. And he turned it over.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
They got him. They got him, man.
Especially against the Miami Heat. I can tell you, hey, you don't like playing in Miami? Yeah.
They got it.
They got to get busy. Rozier with the 9-1-1 comes up short. On Merrill. Rozier, contested three is short. The ultimate teammates and sacrificing so much.
They looking at bad shots.
Rozier on the show and go. That all year. Empty corner two-man game. Rozier with a three.
That might be a
Anderson with a rebound. Rozier relocates for another try. Boy, that was awfully shady.
This right here is wild. So yeah, they got Terry Rozier, man. He going down. Point shaving. Yeah. They got him. They got him. They got him. That's nuts. So make this bigger. This is hella small. They got him, man. That's funny too. That's funny. Said in separate allegiance scheme, but Billups, a basketball Hall of Famer who was a 5-time All-Star 2004 NBA champion. He beat my Lakers, man. Participated in a illegal poker game that took place in Manhattan, Miami, Vegas, and the Hamptons. Officials say the poker game allegedly involved members of at least three of New York's mafia families, according to officials. I ain't even know the mafia was still around like that. That's crazy. Billups and Jones would pay for their participation. Officials say, including one instance where Jones asked for a partial prepayment of $2,500 before he attended one of the games. So this was reported on 10 hours ago. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what else to say. Say Rozier's attorney responds to allegations. Jim Trusty, the lawyer, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, released a statement to CNN Sports after his client was arrested as a part of a federal gambling probe. We have represented Terry Rozier for over a year. A long time ago, we reached out to these prosecutors to tell them we should have an open line of communication. They characterized Terry as the subject, not a target. But at 6 a.m. this morning, they called to tell me FBI agents were trying to arrest him in a hotel. It's unfortunate that instead of allowing him to self-surrender, they opted for a photo op. They wanted the misplaced glory of embarrassing a professional athlete with a perk walk. That tells you a lot about the motivations in this case. They appear to be taking the word of a spectacularly incredible sources rather than relying on actual evidence of wrongdoing. Trustee's statement continued. Terry was cleared by the NBA and those prosecutors revived the Nunn case. Terry is not a gambler, but he is not afraid of a fight, and he looks forward to winning this fight. No, they got Terry, dog. They got Terry, man. They got him. They got him. Just watching that video just looks egregious. Stamina, what up? That video just looks egregious. Now, one thing I will say, this FBI, I can't trust this FBI. You know, it's hard. Let me say that. It is hard to trust this FBI. It is really hard. Kash Patel, I don't know what he's doing. The way they botched this CK, this Charlie Kirk situation, I can't trust the FBI. I just can't trust it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sit back and watch this and see how it really goes down. Let's keep reading. FBI director, here we go. Kash Patel is expected to give details. Let's see. Arraignments for Billups and Rozier will happen later on today. Press conference underway. This FBI director announces he called a historic arrest over years-long sports rigging and gambling operation. Director of the FBI, Kash Patel, leads the news conference saying he is here to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Costa Nostra. He adds this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spans the course of years. So this probe has probably been going on before Kash Patel got there, I'm guessing. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's just trying to finish the job. But I just don't trust this dude, man. I don't trust this dude. I just don't. And why the hell is the mob involved? Where did y'all come from? We ain't heard from them. When the last time we heard anything from the mob, man? La Costa Nostra. You know what I'm saying? When the last time we heard anything from the mob? So Kash Patel ties NBA figures and arrests to mafia crime families. Cash Patel emphasized that the arrest on Thursday and the case being laid out have heavy connections to mafia crime families. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Cosa Nostra, to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and them crime families. I thought they got rid of. I thought them families was gone. I thought they got rid of them crime families. The Gambinos. That was a little rap name I had back in the day too, Blue Gambino. He added the charges that an arrest were taken down across the country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across the country. They ain't even talked about Damon Jones yet. Cash Patel says cases involve tens of millions of dollars in fraud. Where's the Damon Jones? Because Damon Jones is the one I think implicated. I don't want to say implicated LeBron, um, but his LeBron's name was brought up in certain situations. I think Gil. Do y'all remember when Gilbert Arenas was arrested? What, a couple months back? Remember Gilbert Arenas was arrested a couple months back. I don't know how many of y'all follow Gilbert Arenas, but he was arrested a couple months back. I think I might have reported on it, but I think Gil might have snitched, y'all. I think Gilbert Arenas might have snitched, man, because he was arrested for the same thing. It was illegal gambling. I want to think. I want to think. I want to say. I think it was illegal gambling. Gilbert Stillers. I think, man. Where's the Damon Jones? Where Damon Jones at? U.S. attorney says scheme involved insider information to place bets on NBA games. The attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Joe Nocelli, told reporters that the defendants exploited insider information to bet on NBA games. The case which Rozier had been charged used non-public information about NBA players and teams in order to perpetrate the scheme. The non-public information included when specific players would be sitting out future games or when they would pull themselves out early. He added they also misused information obtained through long-standing friendships that they had with NBA players and coaches. In at least one instance, they got their information by threatening the current player, John T. Porter, because of his pre-existing gambling bets. Defendants used this non-public information to play something. What I don't understand is when y'all are this close to the game, like at least Pete Rose bet on himself. That's why I think they need to let Pete Rose go get into the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like at least he was saying, "I'm gonna bet on myself. We finna go out here and win." He wasn't point shaving. You know what I'm saying? He was just betting on himself to win. Like I don't see an issue if somebody said, "Hey, I bet I can beat you," or I placed the bet on myself to win. I don't see the issue with that. But when you point shaving, when you going against your job, because your job is to win, right? So when you're going against your job, that's crazy. And I don't understand when you're a player and you're that close to something like that that you would even do these bets. Who was that in the NFL that got suspended? The receiver. Uh, can't think of his name right now. Played for Atlanta. Remember, he got suspended for betting. Not Roddy White. What was his name? But either way, like y'all gotta understand, man. Even if y'all, because a lot of them think that they smart and they try to have somebody place the bet for them. But that's your homie, dog. Like you got to think they know who your homeboy is, or they know when your homeboy came into some money. They know. It's just crazy to me. You got to do like 3, 4, 5 removed from your situation. Go get dude off the, you know what I'm saying, underneath the overpass. Have him do some bets. Somebody that might not be in the system. Y'all be out here wild. I don't get that, man. I do not get that. I really don't understand that. Y'all really be out here wilding with the betting. Y'all really. So The U.S. attorney outlines how rigged poker games work. This is a little even more crazy. These two images show an X-ray poker table that Department of Justice says was employed by the conspirators in the case. So this is the poker table on top right here that you would see, but through the monitor, it's X-ray, so I could see your card. They was really running some shit. They was getting to it with this illegal gambling and poker and all of that. This was the case with Chauncey Billups. He was involved in high stakes poker games. Billups was called a face card, a professional athlete who would sit alongside players and use their star power in order to distract them from the game. What the victims, who they called the fish, didn't know is that everybody else at the poker game, from the dealer to the players, including the face cards, were in on the scam. Once the game was underway, the defendants fleeced the victims out of tens or hundreds or of thousands of dollars per game. The defendants used a variety of very sophisticated cheating technologies, some of which were provided by other defendants in exchange for a share of the profits from the scheme. I think this is the whole little thing where they use the deal. This image shows a shuffling machine taken apart on the table. The Department of Justice says it's part of the rig technology. They laced it. They had it laced. Computer programs. This probably how the casinos be getting our ass anyway, though. It's probably how, you know what I'm saying? Says, for example, they used the off-the-shelf shuffling machines that had been secretly altered in order to read the cards in the deck, predict which player on the table had the best poker hand, and relay the info to an off-site operator. That off-site operator sent the information via cell phone back to co-conspirator at the table, and that person at the table was known as the quarterback. He then added that the quarterback signaled secretly to the information he had received from the others to others at the table, and together they used that information in order to win their games and to cheat the victim. Defendants used other cheating technologies such as poker chip tray analyzers, which is the poker chip tray that secretly reads cards using a hidden camera, special contact lenses or eyeglasses that could read pre-marked cards, and an X-ray table that could. They was on it, sophisticated, sophisticated. Oh man, they was really getting to it. They was really getting to it. Where is trying to find the Damon Jones? He said that the scheme involved players on teams including the Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trailblazers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Um, details. Where's the Damon Jones? Because the Damon Jones one is what really caught my eye too. NYC Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch told reporters that the indictments handed down by law enforcement involved four of the five New York mafia families. Investigators uncovered a long-running scheme in which members and associates of several well-known organized crime families rigged high-stake poker games across the country. These operatives, including capos and multiple soldiers from the Bonanno, Gambino, Lucchese, and Genovese crime families, bringing 4 to 5 families together in a single indictment is extraordinarily rare. It reflects how deep and how far this investigation reached, and the skill and persistence it took here that worked undercover, work uncovered a deliberate, technologically sophisticated operation designed to carry out their crimes. The crime families, 4 to 5, y'all. 4 of the 5. I just didn't know they were still operating like that. Somebody said, who said that in the chat? Said that you would think that they was involved. Who was that just said that? Let me see. Boom, boom. Buck. That was Buck. Buck said, you don't think they own a piece of these sports betting apps? Because I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. It's just the way that they doing this ain't even necessarily. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just you right, Buck. You right. You are absolutely right. You right, man. These 4 to 5 Gambino, DeVito, whatever it is. Oh man, what y'all think though? Tell me what y'all think about the Gambinos, the crime families. What do y'all think? This is wild to me, man. Hearing this, it just really shocked me. Because like I said last year, I remember them talking about Terry Rozier, and we was joking. You know what I'm saying? Jokes was made. Terry Rozier out here throwing the game, yada yada yada. I don't think. I think the NBA cleared him, but the NBA ain't the feds, right? NBA ain't the feds. Now he gonna be sleeping with the fishes. The NBA is not the Fed. So when his lawyer was like, "Oh, the NBA cleared us," that was the NBA, dog. That ain't the Feds. If the Feds is on you, they own you. If the Feds is on you, they own you. Y'all should have been up in them offices every day. Hey, 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 what's going on? Is my guy still a subject, or is he still a you know what I'm saying? What? Oh, y'all elevated my guy to being a subject. Nah, man. Nope. This is it's crazy. It's crazy. Especially I couldn't find in that them talking about LeBron. Let me see. I'm gonna find. Let me see. I'm gonna find that article. I thought I saw it somewhere. We could use this one. That just showing that you know what I'm saying because I think this would. Let me share this. Let me share this. Man, this ad blocker. Boy. It know it be working. Uh, Can y'all see that? Ads. Ooh, the ad blocking all that. So all right, here we go. Let me get to the Rozier. Okay. Okay, Jones. Say, although each indictment unsealed Thursday is a separate case that have overlapping defendants, including Jones, who played 11 seasons in the league, Nosella said. Federal prosecutors alleged that between December 2022 and March 2024, the defendants, including Jones, used inside information to defraud bettors, including which players would be sitting out games and when players would pull themselves out of games early for purported injuries or illnesses. Jones played more than 200 games with James LeBron over 3 seasons with the Cleveland Cavaliers from '05 to '08 and served as an assistant coach during the Lakers' star second spell in Cleveland. In one of the indictments, prosecutors alleged Jones was an unofficial coach with the Lakers from 2022 to 2023 when he used inside information for sports betting related to the Lakers and specifically player 3, a prominent NBA player. Although the indictment does not name the player, the date referenced in 2023 when the player sat out matches when James sat out against the Milwaukee Bucks to do the ankle soreness. According to the indictment, Jones, a friend of James, profited from the non-public information. Get a big bet on Milwaukee tonight for the before the information is out. Jones texted an unnamed co-conspirator. They just be loud and proud with it too. They just be loud and proud. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Six in the building. What up? What up? They don't be caring. So on Thursday, the Lakers declined to comment on the investigation. A person close to LeBron James told the Times that the Lakers star didn't know that James was allegedly selling injury information to gamblers, placing bets. Not all of Jones' information paid off, however, according to the indictment. Prosecutors said that before a game on Jan 15, 2024, he informed co-conspirators another top Lakers player known as Player 4, who is listed as probable and was hurt, would possibly play a limited number of minutes. Marvis Fairley, a charged co-conspirator, waged 100,000, dang, 100,000 against the Lakers for the game. The player, however, played and the Lakers won. Fairley made Jones get back 2,500 he got for the information, according to the indictment. Although the player was not identified, then Lakers star Anthony Davis was listed as probable for the game. The indictment also, okay, we already know about Scary Terry. Um, but yeah, so it's it runs deep. Oh, I forgot about Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, his brother. Hey, it runs deep, man. This it runs deep. This is it's this is crazy. This is a lot. This was really a lot, man. And these are just I don't think the full shoe has dropped yet. Like I said, I don't trust the FBI. Let me get that out of here first. But I don't think the full shoe has dropped. And yeah, Jay, that is hilarious that they did this right. The season opening was last night. Was it last night? What socks I got on? No. So it was the night before last. It was not last night, night before last. Season opener just happened. NBA can't even get their season started without the feds jumping in. The scared Terry. I told it to you. Say he did it. Scared Terry. I think man. I think Gilbert Arenas, when he got roped up, 2 months ago, I think he was the final nail in the coffin. Because his name was brought up a lot. They started pulling like tweets and all this other stuff, video from Gilbert Arenas, even during his playing time. He was talking about how they was at LeBron James' house and they was placing bets. And then he going to say, well, LeBron wasn't doing it. You know, they try to, for some reason, they try to save LeBron, boy. They gonna do their best to save LeBron. You know what I'm saying? They at LeBron's house placing bets, but LeBron ain't part of it. Yeah, come on, man. I'm telling you, the other shoe is gonna drop. This ain't over. This is not over. This is not over, man. At least I don't think it is. This is not over. But y'all let me know. I just wanted to start with that because I thought that was big news. You know what I'm saying? Right, Bron got the casino in Cleveland house. But no, I just thought that was big news, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that it's more to come? You know, what does the NBA do going? You know what I'm saying? Does this change how? Is this going to be a big enough scandal to like hurt the NBA? Let me say that. Is this going to be a big enough scandal to hurt the NBA? Y'all let me know. Let me know in the comments down